What's up, y'all? It's Chris. It is currently Sunday, January 25th, 2026. This is that major blizzard that everyone was talking about that was going to affect half the country. Maybe one of you guys are watching this video is actually quite warm, so it'll be kind of funny to see all this snow in the background. But anyway, I decided to break up this video into two parts, so two videos, but then this video that you're watching right now is also broken up into different sections. You can see timestamps in the down or bottom part of the description and also in like the video scrubber thing, so skip ahead as you like. But anyway, let me explain what this video is about. So getting the parts and all that stuff delivered, getting them installed, and then also I'm going to explain what it's like with these you know, what it's like with the stuff installed and how it feels and stuff like that. So first, the coilovers. Initially, I thought they were pretty similar to my H&R Super Sport lowering springs. I thought they were very similar. I thought I wouldn't notice a difference, but it is a huge difference. It is much more of a stiffer ride. It's more bumpy. You notice every divot, every imperfection in the road. You feel it. You hear it in the cabin of the car. If you have things that are mounted inside your car, like phone mounts, you know, anything mounted to like the rear view mirror in front of you, it'll shake, it'll vibrate, it'll rattle, it'll make a lot more noise. Yeah, this is it's very loud. Everything in the car is shaking. So like if I have anything, you know, wired or, you know, not properly bolted down, like these things up here, you know, it makes a lot of noise. My phone mount right here, this black thing in the sensor, that's my phone mount, and you know, it's rattling. And look at this bump right here. Yeah, it's a big difference. As you're sitting in the seat, again, if you go over every bump, it feels way more noticeable. You're kind of like jumping up and down through every bump, and it kind of feels I kind of felt a little bit of stress in my back. I wouldn't call it pain. It was just you know, I kind of had to like stretch and stuff like that because I felt like the seat was becoming a little uncomfortable compared to what it was before. I have driven on those coilovers for about 2 weeks now, I think, or maybe a week and a half. I've done an hour-and-a-half drive through New York City, and then an hour-and-a-half back home. I've driven on a couple of highways to feel like the divots in the road, etc., etc. Noticeable difference. So if you're considering the B16 coilover set, just know it is very different. My girlfriend sat in the car. She also felt it was very. She described it as bumpy. I don't think it was a large problem to her, and to be clear, it wasn't a large problem to me. I know what the purpose. Here's someone doing donuts. You hear that? Anyway, yeah, so I don't think the coilovers were a huge problem. It's just something that I wanted to explain in case anyone feels they're considering getting them. It is something to consider. If you have H&R springs or lowering springs or whatever, and you're thinking of going up and it won't be a big difference, it'll probably be a bigger difference. I have not been able to track the car just yet. As you can see, this is not the season for it to be tracked. Down below, there's probably like, I don't know, 8 inches of snow. Let's see, like if I put my foot in here, as you can see, it's a lot of snow. So clearly I can't track the car just yet. Stay tuned for a couple of months in the summertime or whatever when I'll find a day to do that. Next, the brake kit. So this one is, there's a chance that I didn't do the braking or brake bedding procedure properly, but these squeak a lot. Is it a problem? No, because that's probably what high performance brakes do. I understand that. But assuming that the braking bedding procedure was done correctly, they do squeak a lot. I'll show you this in a second of what that sounds like. They seem to have good stopping power. I haven't tracked the car yet, but it's January. It's like 12 degrees here in New York right now. I'm able to come to a stop without any issue or any softness in the pedal. But the main thing here is how much it squeaks. It squeaks a lot. I've tried driving, like I mentioned before, I tried driving for an hour and a half to see if they would warm up and, you know, stop squeaking. This is like normal city driving, so I'm not getting it up to temperatures for a track, but more so temperatures for normal street driving. And in that scenario of normal street driving, it doesn't seem to have faded. The squealing does not fade. It still squeaks, it squeals, whatever. For extreme clarity, it does not squeal as much when I'm rolling at like 50 miles an hour on a highway and coming to a stop or slowing down. More specifically, it squeals when I'm coming to a stop. So coming to a red light, you know, it's, you know, I'm like 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour, and I'm slowly applying the brake pedal, just slowly until I can come to a stop. She's like, sheesh. It's only when I gotta like slowly brake. That is when it squeaks the most. So between 25 or maybe even between 15 miles an hour and 0 is when it squeals the most. Like I said, it does not subside throughout how long I've driven it. I'll have to maybe redo the brake bedding procedure or whatever, maybe see if that fixes anything. But yeah, hopefully that is helpful. So far, I love it. The ride height on the coilovers is changeable. They're adjustable, so I can make it lower to the ground or whatever. But currently, the person that installed it said this is more of a track setup, the way it currently stands. So I'm gonna keep it like that for now. That's all I can think of. Hopefully that is helpful to you guys. My right hand that's holding the phone is freezing, so I'm gonna head back inside. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.